The revolution will be televised. It will be brought to you by me and brought to me by you. It will show pictures of what needs to be seen and some things that don't.
It's without precedent, because the two other times that I remember that many people came out, it was on issues where it was unanimous support from even the elite and the mainstream media. In February 2003, remember, we were 250,000 against the war in Iraq. Even Mario Dumont walked with us. But this time, these people are on the street against all odds, against a government which is méprisant, which is arrogant, refusing to understand. They are on strike and in the streets despite the fact that corporate media, that mainstream media, that even some sectors of the civil society have not supported them, have even tried to create a division among the student troops. So it's a blatant demonstration of the capacity of the student movement in Quebec to fight on principles. And the principle today is free education for all.
A lot of people were carrying today signs saying printemps d'érable. Yes?
It's a nice spring. It's maple spring. In fact, in French, as a lot of people should know, maple is called érable. So it's printemps érable, which means that, Arab people, you should not forget that you're not the only one to having springs, okay? We have ours also. Now we're proud that we can now say that we are with you with our spring over issues that are at the level of the Quebec society as important, because the fight of the students is not only about education, but about the importance of public services, of generous, universal public services as a means to reduce inequalities in our society, as a means of distributing wealth.
What do you think is next, and do you think a general strike is coming?
Well, we have seen a radicalization of all sorts of strike. For example, workers today at Alma, okay, northern part of Quebec, who are on strike against Rio Tinto Alcan, desire to go for outsourcing. Is it called outsourcing? It's a way of a political strike. It's not frequent that in Quebec we have political strikes, because they're not fighting for immediate interests, salaries, or conditions. They're fighting over a principle to protect the whole region against erosion of their rights and erosions of conditions and reduction of the capacity to take benefit from exploitation of the resource. So it's a kind of political strike, and we see ingredients of that also in the fight of the workers of Aveos, with the way they're planting their ideas and pointing to the root merci beaucoup, the root of their problem, which is privatization of services or companies or enterprises which should be public. So in that sense, there is an evolution in the fighting capacity of different social forces. I hope that the student movement and the union movement, the workers movement, and sectors, the most combative sectors of the social movement, will talk and will foresee the opportunity of a general strike, which would be in tone with the society, because 70% of the population since more than a year reject this government. 2/3 of the people who accept to answer the question don't even consider that the Prime Minister is honest on they're questioning his integrity. So there is a real rejection of this power, a real perception based on facts that the government is a government of an economical elite, of the rich and powerful, of big corporate business, especially the Power Empire, the Power Inc. Empire. So in that sense, it would be an incredibly appropriate moment to envisage the strategy of social strike.
The revolution will be televised. It will be brought to you by me and brought to me by you. It will show pictures of what needs to be seen and some things that don't.